37 grand drive away, 400 kilometers of range, and a boxy little SUV that looks like someone shrunk a Range Rover in the wash. This is the Jaecoo J5 EV, and honestly, it might be the budget EV to beat right now. Welcome back to The Beep. We had this thing for a week, and there's a lot to unpack. New here? Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let's start with the number that matters, 36,990 drive away. One variant, fully loaded, no options list to navigate. For context, that undercuts the Chery E5, the MG S5 EV, the Kia EV3, the Hyundai Kona Electric, and the Zeekr X. The BYD Atto 2 comes in slightly cheaper on entry trim, but you're getting less battery and less range for the saving. There are petrol and hybrid versions also available, but if you want the EV, it's a pretty good deal. Design first. Jaecoo has clearly studied the Range Rover Evoque brief and taken plenty of notes. Clamshell bonnet, squared shoulders, floating roof. Depending on how you feel about that, it's either flattery or cheating. But here's the thing, it works. People did double takes all week. More than a few assumed it was a 60 grand SUV until they clocked the badge. 18-inch aero alloys, full LED lighting, flush door handles, and a power tailgate lift the presentation further. But inside is where Jaecoo have really spent the money. Light synthetic leather, a massive panoramic glass sunroof, and a curved 13.2-inch touchscreen anchor the dash. The build quality holds up too. Soft touch materials in the right places, tidy panel gaps, a two-tone steering wheel that looks properly premium. Storage up front is genuinely good. 2 cup holders, dual wireless charging pads, a deep center console, and a clever shelf under the screen. But that screen controls almost everything. Climate, drive modes, most safety settings. It's responsive enough, but you're looking down more than you should. Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto help. There's no sat-nav, but there's a karaoke app. Priorities, I guess. The front seats are the weak point. Sure, they're heated, ventilated, 6-way powered, but the cushioning is flat and firm. It's fine around town. On anything over an hour, you'll start to feel it. The back seat is a win though. Flat floor, generous headroom, 6-foot adults sit behind 6-foot adults. The boot is 480 litres, which shames some larger SUVs. Add a 35-litre frunk with a drain plug for chilling drinks. No spare tyre, but that's par for the course now. This is where the J5 genuinely surprised me. 155 kilowatts and 288 newton meters through the front wheels, 0 to 100 in 7.7 seconds. It's properly quick when you want it to be. But the ride is the standout. Jaecoo have nailed the suspension tune. None of the floaty, wobbly feel you get from so many Chinese EVs in this class. It absorbs urban bumps cleanly and stays composed at highway speed. Wind and tyre noise are well suppressed too. Push it harder and the limits show. Some torque steer under heavy throttle, steering is light and short on feedback, but the good news is you can firm up the steering with the Sport independently of the drive mode. Worth digging into the menus for. The main gripe is the regen braking. 3 levels, all a bit uneven. The strongest setting has a noticeable delay before it kicks in. I settled on the lightest setting for the week. Jaecoo knows about it, and an over-the-air fix is apparently coming. The 58.9 kilowatt-hour LFP battery delivers a claimed 402 kilometers WLTP range. I averaged around 15 kilowatt-hours per 100 in mixed driving, giving me roughly 370 kilometers of real-world range. Solid, if not class-leading. AC charging tops out at 10.3 kilowatts on 3-phase. DC fast charging peaks at 130 kilowatts for a 30 to 80% top-up in 28 minutes. Vehicle load is standard, though you'll need an external adapter. And ownership is where the J5 really shines. 8-year unlimited kilometre warranty, 8 years of battery cover, roadside assist, and cap price servicing. Total cost across those 8 years is $1,520. That's $190 a year. Most rivals charge close to double. No ANCAP rating yet, though Jaecoo is confident of 5 stars. Standard kit is thorough. 7 airbags, AEB, adaptive cruise with traffic jam assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, driver attention monitoring, 360 camera, and parking sensors front and rear. The driver assist calibration is one of the better efforts we've seen from a Chinese brand. Lane keeping is notably less aggressive than most rivals, and your settings actually stick between drives. Small win, but a meaningful one. The BYD Atto 2 is the direct threat, but the Jaecoo has more battery, more range, and faster charging. The Chery E5 shares the same bones, but costs more and looks less distinctive. The MG S5 EV is more polished to drive, but pricier to buy and service. The Leapmotor B10 is sharper looking, but leans even harder on screens. And the Kia EV3 is the segment benchmark, but at 50 grand plus, it's a completely different bracket. Here's how it scores. Value, 5 out of 5. Nothing at this price offers this much car. Tech, 4 out of 5. Big screen, decent execution, but too much lives inside it. Comfort, 3 out of 5. The ride is excellent, the seats let it down. Practicality, 4 out of 5. Class-leading boot, usable rear seat, clever frunk. Driving, 4 out of 5. Genuinely impressive for the money. Regen tuning holds it back. And safety, 4 out of 5. Comprehensive kit, well-calibrated assists. Overall, 7.8 out of 10. Look, the J5 EV isn't perfect. The seats need work, the regen needs a software fix, and you're going to spend time on the touchscreen whether you like it or not. But at 37 grand drive away, with this drive, this cabin, and this ownership package, Jaecoo has built one of the most complete budget EVs on the market. If you're shopping under 40 grand, this is one of the EVs to beat. If the J5 is on your list, head to thebeep.com.au and we'll find you a deal on one. Links in the description. And if this was useful, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next review. Catch you next time.